politics now. Donald Trump says he has a plan to fight ISIS. He is expected to share that plan, or at least outline it, with the American people later today. Meantime, Hillary Clinton looking for a little help from Vice President Joe Biden. Fox News reporter Doug Luzader is in Washington.
Ohio and Pennsylvania, those are the states that Trump and Clinton are hitting respectively today. Hillary Clinton relying on some outside help. Donald Trump trying to tie Hillary Clinton to the Obama administration. Donald Trump is set to hit the Obama administration on foreign policy today. Everything from the war on ISIS to immigration. His running mate suggesting that there is plenty of time for the campaign to get back on track.
I would say stay tuned. It's very early in this campaign. This coming Monday, you're going to see a vision for confronting radical Islamic terrorism. Last week, you heard a bristling approach to having a growing economy.
But the question for many Republicans, can Trump stay on message, especially against a candidate who is running a careful and well-funded campaign?
She is vulnerable, but with no money being spent, Donald Trump being distracted, making gaffe after gaffe, all it does is help the secretary get elected.
Clinton, meantime, will campaign with Vice President Joe Biden in Pennsylvania today. And tonight, the president will interrupt his Martha's Vineyard vacation to hold a fundraiser. But Clinton's past continues to cause problems, with reports that the FBI could release to Congress notes from their interview with Clinton as they investigated her email scandal, which could be damaging. And there are still lingering questions about the Clinton Foundation's influence on the State Department while she served as Secretary of State, leaving her supporters to point out that there's no actual proof of wrongdoing.
That there are no laws that have been broken. There is no evidence there was any pay to play. And frankly, this is a distraction for the Trump campaign, which is a dumpster fire at this point.
And that is the narrative coming from Clinton's supporters. Donald Trump, meantime, blaming the media, saying that he would be ahead of Clinton by 20 points if he was covered honestly. In Washington, Doug Luzader, Fox News.
Political analyst Dallas Jones is here to break it all down for us. Good morning to you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Okay, so Trump is blaming the media, and how do you feel about that? He's still getting a ton of attention from the media. It seems like even more so than Clinton, so either way.
Well, I think there are many people that have argued over the last couple of months of this campaign that Trump has received majority of the media attention, particularly during the Republican primary. You couldn't turn on any major network without seeing images of him. I think one thing is clear is that Donald Trump is definitely watching the news because he's responding to the media's quote-unquote protection of Hillary Clinton. And so I'm not quite sure that it's the best tactic to attack the media in a presidential campaign. But, you know, he certainly has drew the line in the sand.
Okay, more information coming out about Hillary Clinton's emails. Are we ever going to hear the end of this? So today, supposedly, Congress may hear about her transcripts with the FBI and what she had to say about it. Any chance we'll find out anything new, or is this just going on the same old thing day after day?
Well, as I've said before, I don't think that this email scandal will ever leave Secretary Clinton. It's something that will haunt her far into the future. And so I think what we can expect is that, you know, Congress will take with a fine-tooth comb what they can from the notes. You know, I would warn that I personally think it's a big danger to kind of release this type of information, particularly in an age when we have countries like Russia that are actually hacking emails. And so, you know, it's a big risk, but you know, the public does have a right to know what exactly happened in that email scandal.
Carlos Gutierrez, who was a Commerce Secretary under President Bush, says that he is going to be voting for Clinton. So how do you feel about a lot of these people coming out saying, I'm voting as American, I'm not going to choose a party this go around?
The list is growing tremendously. I mean, from national security advisors to now a former cabinet secretary is saying, look, I have to look out for the best interests of our country. And I think Secretary Gutierrez was quoted as just, his thought was that Trump was very, very dangerous for the United States. And so I would not expect this to be the last of kind of the rolling out. The Clinton campaign has actually rolled out a list of maybe over 60 people that have already come out from the Republican Party leadership against Donald Trump.
Joe Biden's been known to go off script himself. Should Clinton go toward more him and perhaps get some advice from him?
Well, the American public is used to Joe Biden and certainly his off-the-cuff comments. you never know what you can get from him. But I think the vice president is a benefit. It's an asset to the Clinton campaign in this election year, and certainly she would be remiss not to solicit his help on the campaign trail.
Dallas Jones, good to see you here. Thank you for being
Absolutely.
here, and let's talk soon about what's going on. It changes every day, doesn't it?
It does.
Never
It
a dull
does.
moment with this one.
It does. Happy Monday.
The same to you, Tom.